In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Today's article is a very interesting one, and that article has been authored by whom? By a researcher in the field of psychology. She is Mitchell Mary Menes, a slightly difficult name for us, the people from Pakistan. And she is a great researcher. She has written a beautiful, a very precious, a very useful article. And here she says 10 things, and 10 personality traits, 10 personality traits that shows that you are a wise person. 10 personality traits that shows that you are a wise person. Everybody want to become a wise person. Who else don't want to become a wise person? Each and everyone else. And that is very important as well. That is very, 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 very useful as well. Being a person, having 10 personality traits that shows that you're a wise person. Let's talk about each one of these. Let's start enlisting these 10 personality traits. First of all, she says that wise people have humility. It's very important. Wise people are not arrogant. They're not arrogant. They're not rude. They're not arrogant. They are always having humility. Despite the fact that they are wise people, that is a proof. That is the first proof that you are a wise person. Out of the 10 personality traits that shows that you're a wise person, by this is the first one is that wise people have humility. The second personality trait of these wise people is wise people see the bigger picture. It's not like they have taken a very small thing and they have concentrated upon it and they don't want to budge from it. They don't want to see the bigger picture. They don't want to see what are the other related relevant things along with it, because everything, whether good or bad, whether positive or negative, it is connected with certain other things as well. So we need to see all of those bigger picture items in the bigger picture, because there might be something apparently unpleasant, but if at all we look upon the bigger picture, we decide that I do have to tolerate it, I do have to exercise restraint here. And if at all there is another small thing which could lead to the bigger trouble, we might have to take the action from very that moment. So this is the second personality trait of the wise people, that they wise people wise people see the bigger picture. And the third thing is, the third personality trait of the wise people is wise people are aware of not being the smartest person in the room. They don't think that they are the most intelligent people, that they are the most smart people. In that particular situation, there might be the people who are more smart, who are smarter than me. So I do have to acknowledge it, and I do have to keep this thing in my mind. Each one of us who want to become a wise person. And the fourth personality trait of a wise person is wise person don't intentionally make anyone feel stupid. Making somebody feel stupid, that is shallow mindedness, that is lack of humanity. Never do that. Never do that. At least we can avoid doing it intentionally. Unintentionally it might happen, but as soon as we do realize that that thing has been said or done by me unintentionally, we need to admit it first of all as soon as possible. On the other hand, we need to either seek apology, or we need to say or do something else which can make that person intelligent, and which can make we ourselves as something not as perfect or good, so that that person could feel a little bit more confident, and self-esteem. So this was the personality trait number 4, that wise people don't intentionally make anyone feel stupid. And now the number 5 is wise people are patient. Obviously, patience is a great virtue. Patience is a great virtue. Never ever underestimate the importance and the utility and the benefit of being a patient. always exercise patience. That's very, very important. Wise people are patient. This is the personality trait number 5. And the personality trait number 6 is that you know, wise people can see things from different perspective. One is my perspective, one is your perspective, one is the perspective of this person, and one is the perspective of that person. All of us are seeing upon a situation from the different angles. So why to keep insisting that my angle of looking at a situation, at a particular situation, is the right and the correct one, and yours is not? In this way, I will be deprived of certain very important and useful things. So I need to look upon the things from the different angles, and then I may decide whether which one is the right perspective. But I should have the ability and the patience and the courage to look upon one thing from the different angle, from my angle, from your angle, from this person's angles, and from that person's angle perspective as well. So this is the personality trait number 6. Now the personality trait number 7 is wise people constantly educate themselves. Very, very, very important. We all of us need to constantly educate ourselves. All of us need to constantly educate ourselves. It is really important. Unless and until we do that, we are not going to become so good at all, so competitive at all. So there is always something to learn, always something to learn at all. So wise people constantly educate themselves. Now, the number 8 is wise people can admit their own mistakes. Wise people can admit their own mistake. That is very, very important. Many of the people they don't admit their mistakes at all. So this way they are becoming a kind of, you can say, stubborn person. You don't have to become a stubborn person at all. Don't have to become a stubborn person at all. We do have to admit our mistake. All of us make the mistake. Each one of the person make the mistakes. So why not to admit our mistakes? That is really, really important. And the personality trait number 9, I mean, as for the why, we are talking about the 10 personality traits of the wise people. And number 9 is wise people, treat failure as a lesson, as an opportunity. Yes, wise people treat failure as a lesson, as an opportunity. Very, very important. All of us make failures, become failure here and there. Each and every one of us. So for that reason, you know, why not to learn from every failure, and why to feel disappointed? Never ever feel disappointed at all. If at all you or I have failed, so let's take it as our learning. Let's take it as a lesson, important lesson in the life. Let's take it as the opportunity to learn. And the last is wise people have empathy. That is very, very important, because we don't need to become so unkind. We need to become kind hearted. That's very important indeed. We need to develop sympathy. We need to develop empathy. And if at all, I think this is actually humanity. Unless and until we are a good human being, either things are, we are very much incomplete at all. We are not wise at all. We need, if at all, we need to become wise person. First of all, we need to become empathetic person. Now, a very quick revision of all these personality traits that shows that you are a wise person. And the first of all is that wise people have humility. Number two, wise people see the bigger picture. Number three, wise people are aware of not being the smartest person in the room. Number four, wise people don't intentionally make anyone feel stupid. Number five, wise people are patient. Number six, wise people can see the things from different perspectives. Number seven, wise people, constantly educate themselves. Number eight, wise people can admit their failure. Number nine, wise people treat failure as a lesson, as an opportunity. Number 10, wise people are empathetic. So these are the 10 personality traits which that shows that you are a wise person. And that beautiful article was written by whom? This was a research done by Mitchell Mary Menes. Thank you.